Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So I wanted to do a video today of my everyday carry possibles pouch. Now this packet goes into my right leg pocket every day. I know it's quite big, but I have been carrying it for many years. Probably over 10, 11, actually since 2017, no, 2007, 2000, yeah. So um, it's built up since 2007 because in 2007 I started on an industrial placement. For university, you have to take a year out and go and work in industry as an engineer. So I went abroad out of the UK to work for a year, and then it just built up the things I kind of needed and wanted to have with me at hand. And then over the years, over about 13 years now, it's built up. And I have a couple of things in here that are for personal reasons, a couple of things that I use in the hangar, in the lab, a couple of things that I have that I practice, as in for outdoor stuff. And it's just a sort of an everyday possibles pouch that I actually use, and you will see that. And it's not a survival kit. I often mix it up with my survival kit, but it's not my survival kit. I have an everyday carry survival kit which I carry in the right pocket of my jacket every day as well, and that's out of a force of habit. There's a little bit of a backstory about carrying a survival kit, like an SAS survival kit, my personal survival kit. So the story is that in around in 1997, 1998, going back a long time. I'm 35 now, so going back quite a bit. When I was in school, I used to get bullied a lot because I wasn't the cool person in school. I never was and never am. So I used to get bullied a lot. And a friend of mine also used to get bullied. So his dad was a staff sergeant in the army, in the British Army. And, he found out that we were getting bullied. So he gave us he did a lot of work with cadets and stuff, and as cadets, so he took us aside a couple of times and he gave us those SAS survival kits, and he taught us fieldcraft, just us, his son and I. And it gave us a hobby to discuss whilst we were in school, and we would sort of like go away and sit behind trees where nobody could find us during breaks, and we would just talk about SAS survival kits all day. We'd repeat the same thing every day, and it was just fun. And we would sort of make because our school backed out onto a big field forest kind of thing, so we would sort of like plan out. We had maps printed out and stuff, and we would plan where we would hide out or something like that. It was just fun. So, and my friend now, he himself is now in the army, and he still carries one and I carry one, and it's just it's just fun. That it brings back such good memories, and it's a useful thing obviously as well, but it brings back such good childhood memories of countering being bullied. And it was just something that we were very glad that his father did for us. So it's something, and in my survival kit I actually have his name and his service number written in, because he's one of my best friends. And in his survival kit he actually has my name written in it. So yeah, but coming back to that, so this is my sort of in more of an engineering everyday carry and an outdoorsy carry. So first of all, let me get started. So I'll just give you the date as I always do. So it is Sunday now. It's Sunday the 20th of December, and it is 00:27. So it's literally midnight when I'm making this video. I was in the hangar. I was just doing some research work, so I finished quite late, and then I got tired. So I thought I'd do a little bit of video making. Okay, so and I apologize for the rambling introductions, but these are just the videos that I like talking to you people about. So so this is how I carry it every day. Nothing special. Why I have it wrapped. I have been learning knots again. So my father was in the Navy, and I just can't do the knots. He can do them with his eyes closed. I just can't. He's taught me, and I'm such a disappointment to my dad. I just can't do knots. So I've been learning how to do knots, and I've learned two good ones. So you know what they say, learn skills well instead of trying to learn every skill badly. So I've learned two, one for fishing and one for setting up a hammock. So I've been learning also. I actually use this just as if it was a tree bark, a tree stem or something, and I just practice doing knots on it. So that's the only reason I have this cord. Nothing, no other reason. So that's just for practicing knots, and it's just a good length just to practice knots on there. So I've been learning two, and I'm sorry to my dad, but I will learn a lot more. But this is a good start. Okay, so open that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump everything out. Yeah, so I'm going to dump everything out, and what I will quickly do is make some sort of arrangement. Okay, so we have a bag which is a 3-litre bag, and this is a perfect. And I have about 2 of these spare in my everyday carry bag, which is my Rush 24 bag. So put these to here. That goes here. Stationery, and I will explain all of this, and you will understand the reason I carry it and a little bit of my madness probably. But there is there is some organized chaos here. So there is a reasoning for why I carry what I carry. So I promise I will try and make my case for you people. Got a lot of pens, and I will explain, don't worry. Should be there. Okay, that goes with that. So I'm sort of organizing the logical reason why I carry what I carry. So that goes here. Let's see if I can some off side, but no problem at all. Let me just do that. And then I have my Gerber, my Night Eyes, my Naval RWO, Vicks. I have my Swedish Firesteel, rubber and thing sharpener, and yep, that should go there. A whistle should probably go here, separate. Lighter, we'll put with this, and yeah, okay. So a little bit of an arrangement, a little bit of an order. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with the stationery, because that's quite a lot and you'll probably be shocked. So first of all, I've grouped it up for reasons. So first of all, Sharpies, because they're Sharpies and I use them. These I just used for packages, for logistics. When we get packages into the lab and into the hangar, or if I need to send some out, I will use Sharpies to write on the boxes and on the packets, and once they come in, I'll write on the packets what is in the packet. So just Sharpies, and I have all of this stationery on my table as well, but this is the set I carry with me at all times. So a set of Sharpies for logistical reasons, pretty much. These are Coptic Zig Millennium Pens. So these are special. These aren't for writing. These are for naval maps, and they are all in 0.2 millimeter. So when you have to correct a naval map, you use 0.2 millimeter to correct to add on things to naval maps. So when I'm in the naval lab and I need to adjust a map or something, do some cartography work on paper, I need to have these with me. The primary color that we use, this is called Magenta Ink. So Magenta Ink on naval maps is the correction of the day. So if you get a report that something is causing an obstruction to navigation, or there has been some change at sea that needs to be charted, so you will use the Magenta Ink. And the other colors, the blue is for writing, and then I have 2 other colors for special notes for me if I need to use them for anything. So these 2 are for naval maps. Then I have 2 for aviation maps. So I don't currently fly, but I do fly. And obviously I have flying maps. I work in my hangar. So when I need to, and all the maps are what are they called? Laminated maps. So for these are these are Staedtler China graph pencils, and they're just mechanical pencils that come out like that, and it's there you go. So they're just mechanical pencils with wax China graph lead in them, and they're super good. But sometimes they do. Sometimes the problem is when you're doing it, the kind of over time the mechanical system in them kind of slows down. So you have to give it a bit of a shake. So we end up using the normal pencils. they're starting to give me problems. Some batches of them give me problems. I don't know why, because the lead sometimes breaks inside them. And I'll have to sort that out later. But the ones I have on me, on my table, are working. They'll come out. I just twist and open them, and they will come out, and I'll fix that later on. So that was for mapping. That was for aviation maps. Two personal pens. I like writing in. I like doing my signature either in purple or in green, and that's the only reason I carry them. That's probably just me being eccentric. I just like that. If I send a birthday card or a Christmas present, and lately I've not been able to send any Christmas cards or presents because of coronavirus. I've not been able to go out, but generally, if I can, then I will sign my initial in either green ink or purple ink. These are just everyday pencils, everyday pencil, just a standard big pencil. I love these. These are so comfortable to write with. It's because of this, the ergonomics of this pen. So this is the stabilo sensor, and it's the article. It's the 189-41. I think 189 is the model, and 41 is for blue. See if it's focusing. Because I'm doing the video, it's not going to focus now. So there we go. See if we can get it to focus. There you go. 41. So 41 represents blue. So these are just so very, very comfortable to write with, and it's like you're writing in air pretty much. So I always have one of these with me, and I have like boxes of them in my lab. Fisher Space Pen, just standard Fisher Space Pen. Sometimes Fisher Space Pens do that. They leave a bit of a blob, and you just pretty much wipe it up. Because of the pressure changes. Especially when I go into the marine and the aviation lab, because it's always this is always either if I have my flying suit on or my lab suit on, I still put this into my right pocket. So when I go into when there are pressure changes in the lab, the Fisher Space Pen will sometimes cause a bit of a blob, and you just clean it up. It's fine, but it's a Fisher Space Pen, and it's always there to work. So those are pretty much the stationery covered. One thing I am going to add on here, I know, but one thing I am going to add on here, as I mentioned yesterday, is my Write in the Rain RG99 pencil. So I've ordered more of these. This is currently in my pocket as of yesterday, but I have ordered more of them. So one will go in here. It's just pretty much earned its place for me. What I will be doing is I've ordered more red ones. So what I will be doing is I'll be keeping the red lead in there, but I will also be placing in the one I'm going to place in here. I'm going to keep some red lead, plus I'm going to put in some normal HB lead, graphite lead. So then the pencil, I will have a double pencil. I have a red pencil and I'll have a graphite pencil for just general stuff, right? So I am definitely going to place one of these in here as well. Finally, I have two NATO straps for my watches because I'm constantly changing them out. What else? Right, next importance, I would say brushes. Not for painting, but for cleaning. I have a lot of kits, so I need to keep my stuff clean, especially when I'm in the labs. Dust, sand, kind of stuff gets everywhere, especially with keyboards and stuff. So this is actually a boot cleaning brush, and this is a painting brush. I've had this since I was a child. I've had this for maybe, I would say I've had this since 96, I think. Yeah, since 96 maybe. It came as a set that I used for painting, but at the end of the painting, I used this to empty out, the paint boxes were dry, so I just used it to clean up, and then thought, ooh, that's a nice brush for cleaning. And I've literally had that, and you can tell by the marks on it. It's never let me down. It's always been in my pocket, in my pencil case for so many years, and then in my pocket. And then this is a new addition, but this is super helpful as well because you can just hold it. It's a bit broader. So these are just for cleaning. Where should we go next? Okay, rubber and sharpener. Sharpener because sometimes the China craft pencils, the manual China craft pencils need sharpening, and rubber just because if you use a pencil, you need rubber. A tape measure. I'm an engineer, so quite often you end up needing one of these. Just a standard tape measure. I am going to get a better one. I have seen some made in Germany ones which have a button attachment on them, so I'm going to order two of them. But at the moment I ordered these are just from Amazon, just standard China ones. I've broken 2, and this is the 3rd replacement. I got a pack of 5. I think it was at about £2 or £3. They work quite well. It's just that the ends kind of break off. They're not. They weren't a really good stock. Anyway, they work. But it's just good to have. I think this is a 1.5 meters in length. So they just work. So it's just worth having one of them with you. Okay, so then coming to here, I have a Night Eyes head strap. And in here, in where the torches go, I have the batteries. So I have a battery for my Gerber, and I have a battery in there for my Streamlight MicroStream. My MicroStream takes 1 single AAA, and my Gerber Recon takes 1 AA. And the good thing about this is that obviously when I take these batteries out, I can put either one of these flashlights in here and make it into a headlamp, or I can, instead of wearing it around my head, I can wrap it around my wrist, make it a wrist lamp if I need to, or I can tie it around anything, and then I will have a sort of a mounted light. And I have a couple of these straps. These are really, really good quality straps, and the functionality is just amazing. Of them. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you to have one of these per torch. I just have one, but I do have one in my jacket as well. So my Streamlight stylus, just click on, click off. Obviously there's no battery in here because it's there. If you're not going to use a flashlight every day, but it's going to be in your pocket, take the battery out, because batteries damage kit, and kit is important. It's not worth the damage from the batteries. The Gerber I have damaged twice, but because of the quality of the Gerber, I've just scraped it out. So now I've learned my lesson. I don't want to mess it up a 3rd time. So you can see where I've scraped it out. That all should be black. Where the silver is, I've had to scrape that out because of the battery leaking in there twice. But the quality of the Gerber is really, really good. I have so many of these torches, Gerber Recon torches. I have one in my jacket in my survival kit. I have one in my bag. I have one in my actual other survival kit. I have 2 in my technical bag. I have one in my suitcase. I love these. These aren't very super high bright lights, but for small situational work, closing work, these are brilliant. I love these torches. So the Gerber Recon torch and the Streamlight stylus. Tools. Okay, so this is a naval shackle key. So to open the D rings, so they are usually, instead of a screw, it's like it's usually like this, like a wing. So you put it in there, and depending on the size, some are quite big. So you would put it in there, and then you can turn and unscrew the screw. So that's a shackle key. It's made by a company RWO. They also make the D-lock shackles for sailing. So that's a shackle key. I always have one of these with me. There's a couple of them in the lab, but I always have one in my pocket. I have a Night Eyes. This is called doohickey, I think. Night Eyes doohickey. I bought 6 of these lately. These are going into my survival kits, and I have one in pretty much everywhere. I have one in my bag. My bro sent one of these to me. Thank you so much. You'll know who you are when I say that. So that is actually with my medical kit, because it's so easy to open my medicine with that. So because you sent that one to me, that one's special. That one's used for my medicine for area. So thank you very much, bro. He'll understand who I'm referring to. So I got 6 more of these, and these are just for standard, because my hands are getting really weaker now. So these are just easy to open boxes and open Coke cans with. Gerber shard, I love Gerber shards. Again, just to pry stuff and do small things with really good quality. So I would definitely recommend having this set, and you can go anywhere with these. There's nothing that the TSA will never stop you. There's nothing there that will. And another thing, the reason there's no sharp penknives or anything in here, because this kit always goes with me everywhere, through marine security from aviation security to airport security, normal security checks. There's nothing in here that it would cause offense to anyone. So yeah, I'll talk about this. This is a little bit special. It's not really for survival, it's for something else. I'll talk about that at the end. Soap leaves, these are made by a British company called Life Systems. So they're just soap leaves. So what you do is you open it up, and I can't open it up because, so hence I'm going to use that. See, I can't actually open that up. That's how weak my arms are. You can't tell, but you can see it graphically. So these are just soap leaves. You take a couple of these out, moisten them, and then you have soap. hygiene purposes. So soap leaves, and a nasal inhaler. Just sometimes when you're in the lab and there's sinuses or decompression. So just not decompression. When your nose just feels, this is really good. If you want to get some smells, I like fuel smells especially. That's really good. That's what I meant. What else? Where should we go next? Okay. Couple of other couple of other items. So I have my Uncle Bill's. These are so useful. I didn't see the value of them. I know that they were made famous by General Schwarzkopf, I think his name, U.S. Army. Now someone's going to say he's Marines, but I think he was Army, and I apologize if I got it wrong. I know he's U.S. Army. I think he's U.S. Army. Really, really famous general who commanded the battle forces for the Gulf War One. He had one of these attached to his service dog tags. So who am I to argue with him? So obviously I got these. But yeah, I mean, because obviously like I always say, we live in the US, we live in the UK, so US products are so amazing, but we always don't get them in the UK. So I bought a lot of these when I managed to get hold of them. They are so useful. Seriously, get them. Seriously. From a disabled person, obviously if the US Army General carries that on his neck, who are we to argue with that? But yeah, from a disabled person, seriously, I would add to that. These, my aunt works in the garden quite a lot. She has so many beautiful plants, but she always gets thorns in her fingers. So these always come to the rescue straight away, and they're always in my pocket. That's the thing; they're always in my pocket, so they're always there. I have a ceramic striker. This is for ferrocerium rods. So sometimes I forget words. That's a medical problem because of my condition. So if I misspell or missay something, don't worry about it. That it's just don't have a go at me, because I get a lot of abuse when I say the wrong word or pronounce it wrong. It's my medical reasons. I forget words or I mispronounce them. Handkerchief, just because my aunt actually gave me this. She's a police officer, so in the US. So yeah, that just saves me. And right, ferrocerium rod and lighter. Lighter, not for starting fires, just for technical reasons, for rope work. Just a clip of lighter. I prefer these clear ones instead of the coloured ones, just because you can see then how much you have butane you have left. I don't smoke. Again, pretty much all preppers. I don't think many preppers smoke anyway. So the only sort of survivally item in here is this. The Swedish Firesteel. Not for survival, but for practice. Like I have this for practice on the outside. I'm constantly trying... Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm constantly trying to practice. And you can see a little bit. I have used it quite a bit. I'm constantly trying to practice using this. And I make up little fires, and I'll try and see how I can use it and stuff. And I'm constantly trying to use it with my damaged hand and so on. So this isn't my primary one, but this is the one that stays in here. And again, that is just for practice. Whenever I get practice time, I'll try and practice something. Again, like having that on the outside. I have a Kevlar thread. This is the genuine Kevlar thread. I have tons of these. Everywhere. I use them, but I always have spares with me. And then I have these rubber bands from Fuel Notes. I'm sure there are other better quality ones, but these are just the ones that I have available to me. Again, living in the UK, everyone thinks the UK is an amazing country. It is, but in terms of getting awesome kit from American, I'm starting to sound like a broken record now, but Americans, please send over the kit. It's just, the Field Notes, I need to order more. I usually carry 2, but I've been using some down to 1, but I usually have it. I always try and keep a minimum of 2 in here. What I also carry in here is a set of bulb. They're called bulb pins. And I carry some, but I've used some, so I'm going to put some more in here. And I always have 2 large paper clips in here as well, 19mm. I think they're 19mm. No, 22mm ones in terms of the length. But anyway, I will have 2 paper clips in here as well. and I always tend to have two of these in here. And again, they come in useful, but they've all been used up. And finally, whistle, not for survival, but because, as I've been saying, because of my voice, there are times when I fall over quite a lot. And quite often, when I'm very ill, I lose my voice. Hence, I don't always make videos. Um, you might not be able to tell, but I have a speech issue, and when I'm very very ill, I find it difficult. My brain kind of shuts down, so I can't speak properly at all. So if I fall down and I need help, I can't shout for help. So my sisters came up with this convention that if I have a problem and I've fallen down, blow the whistle, and that all my friends in my sorry. See, this is what happens. So my family, my friends, and all my colleagues, my friends as well, but all my colleagues and in the hangar, if they hear the whistle, the jet stream whistle, and I've blown it in front of them, so they recognise the sound of it a couple of times. If they hear the whistle, they know that it's not somebody messing about. It's not kids outside somewhere, or it's not somebody having a party, or it's me, and it's my call for I need help right now. That's my emergency call. So everyone around me knows when they hear this whistle, it's now. It's not let me finish this phone call, let me finish sending this tweet, let me come back to you after I've spoken with my girlfriend or my boyfriend or whatever. It's literally 999 911 now. I need help now. So that was a convention that my sisters came. Luckily, I've had to use it once, because I couldn't get up. I fell, but I just couldn't get up, so I had to use it once. So this convention was started after I fell over, and I lost my voice, and I ended up staying on the floor all night, and I almost pretty much went, because I couldn't get to my medicine, and yeah, that was a bad day, and I couldn't talk, and I was found on the floor in the morning, and I was unable to talk, and the ambulance had to come and so on. It was a bad time. So after that, my sisters were literally, it doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is or whenever, and my friends in the lab, I blow that whistle, help will come, people will come, and I'm very very grateful to those people around me for being amazing. So yeah, that's what it's there for. I used to just wear it on my shirt, but I leave it in here because I can quickly reach it. So it's just there because this is stuff that's always there. And I know it's a lot, but it's there. You can see I use it every day. You can see the marks on it. And yeah, so that's my possibles pouch for everyday use. And I have my survival kit that I have with me, and that's quite heavy and quite technical, but that stays in my barber jacket every day. And the reason I have this every day is because when you carry survival kits, when you carry emergency kits, you can't put them in your bag. You can't put them and stock them away. You need to have them on your person at all times. And the reason is that when you are, it's sod's law, like we say in the UK. When it's an emergency, it better be on you. It better not be in your bag, or it better not be in your jacket, because my jacket's always it's an arm's reach with me at all times. So my survival kit's there, but this is always in my pocket every time, every day. So when I need it, things are there that I need. The torch, the whistle, and then other technical stuff or stuff for my lab and stuff. So you need to practice having this stuff on you. If you are not going to carry it on your person, in your jacket and in your trouser pockets as in your survival kit and your possible pouch, then it's not a possible pouch and it's not a survival kit. It is your fix kit. It is your accessories kit. It's not something that you can go back on in an emergency. So make a habit. If you're in the field, quite possibly if you're going up a hill and your bag gets caught, you're going to have to ditch your bag to save your life. And you might not be able to go back down and get your bag. So then you are in an immediate survival situation. And that can happen. I've heard of it, and I've seen it, and I've read about it. So you need to have it on your pocket, and in your you need to have your survival kit in your pocket at all times. And you need to have any type of things that you need in your pocket as well. So yeah, not ranting, just giving my view as a disabled person. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Show me what you carry. Even if you don't do videos, do some videos for me. Send me the links, and let me know what you carry, and let me know what you think. Be positive then. Right, okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on some other videos that I'm going to do, and I will do my survival kit video soon as well. Okay, I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.